Hello, hello, hello. It's Charlene with Charlene's Closet. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a makeup tutorial. So I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. Okay, I'm really excited about this makeup tutorial because I posted a picture on Instagram a couple of weeks ago and I got a request to recreate that look. And what I love about this look is a pretty soft glam and it's very makeup beginner friendly. I'm going to show you 3 colors that I use, but I'm going to start from my base all the way to the end because I had to do my makeup anyway. So I'm like, let's go ahead and record everything. And this way I get to share my favorite products with you today. And I'm going to make sure that I link everything that I use today in the description box. So you can find, if you like some of the products that I share, you can find them yourself and you can start using them too. But if you do that, make sure that you comment and let me know that you picked up makeup technique or even product that you have started to use. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start to get glam. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is, like I said, I am starting from no makeup at all. We're just gonna go from step A all the way to step Z. And so what I'm gonna do first is I need to prime my face for my makeup because primer is pretty much the foundation of your makeup. I know that we say foundation for it's makeup, but I think that primer is your foundation. It pretty much is treating the land before you start to build on your house. So I'm going to show you the primer that I use and I'm going to grab it here. And this is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love this. Is pretty loved. Actually, this is kind of a new bottle for me, but I really like this primer because as I'm getting older, I am starting to have a little, crow's feet under my eyes and stuff. And, at first I was like, I hate this, but I'm going to start embracing it. And I'm going to start to just use techniques that work for my skin at this age and products that help me with my makeup. So this is a great primer. It's sticky. Kind of show you, it's really sticky, but it helps make sure that my makeup stays on my skin for as long as I want it. And I really kind of focus around my eyes because that is where I tend to get creasing in my makeup, and that is a no-go. I hate that. So I focus there, but I still do make sure that I cover all of my skin. And I do under my neck too because I put makeup under my neck, so I hit that up too. Make sure I get my forehead. And normally I do my makeup with my do-rag on, so I'm gonna probably get makeup all in my hair. But that's okay. That's okay. Go ahead. Put that in. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is start with my foundation. And I am so in love with this NYX foundation. I am in the color 16.5, which is Nutmeg. And what I love about this is it's 24 hours and it's called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I'll show you again. It's 24 hours, like I said. And what I love about this foundation is that it does not crease. It does not move anywhere. Once I put this on, it is on. And the number one thing that I love about it, I just recently found out that I am allergic to silicones. So I can't have any makeup with silicones in them, which is a lot of brands. So this brand allows me to wear makeup and I don't have to worry about breakouts or any irritation on my skin. So this right now is my fave that I'm rocking with. So I'm going to go ahead and start applying it. So got my sponge and it's damp, not wet. It's not overly wet, but it's just damp. So I'm going to start with 3 pumps. And what I really also like about this is that it oxidizes. So like right now you might be like, girl, that ain't your color, but it is, I promise. So I'm going to go ahead. I have a mirror here, so I may have to look back and forth just to make sure that I'm blended well. And if I'm not, I will be at the end because I am trying to work through my camera lens and you know how that is. So I am going to blend, blend, blend. And see, for me, I have a little bit of discoloration right here on my cheek. But we are going to make sure that is gone. We don't like it. Get rid of it. And I'm gonna have to make sure that I get in between my nose. All right, that's important. Don't miss that. On the other side as well. Looks like I'm picking my nose. All right. I'm looking here to make sure I'm okay. I'm gonna do I did about 3. Let's do like 2 more. Let's see how that looks. I think that's looking good. That's looking good. And so because I don't have hair, I have to make sure that I am blended everywhere. Because I can't hide behind hair. So everything has to be blended. No harsh lines anywhere. So I have to extend my makeup even kind of behind my ear to make sure that it blends all the way down to my neck. So we are going to make sure that happens. I'm trying to do this without getting makeup too much in my hair. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm going to try. All right. How am I doing? How am I looking? Okay. I'm blending pretty. I think we're good for right now. All right, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is use my concealer. And my concealer right now that I really, really love, because like I said, the issues about under my eyes and the creasing and the crow's feet, this is magical. It's Tarte. I love this. I've used so many different concealers and I still wind up with that little creasing. So, but this is the one that I found that I can use that I do not have to worry about creasing. And so I use the color 475 and it's Tan Deep Sand is the color that I use. And so I'm going to go ahead and put it under my eyes because I like to highlight under my eyes and on my forehead and on my cheeks. So we'll go ahead and do that. Make sure I don't get too close. So I go down to about right there, and I make sure that it's dry before I start blending. So I dry out a little bit. I give it time to dry down, and then I blend. So I'm gonna just hit that up right here. And so while I'm doing that, while this is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on my brows. So what I do is I pretty much follow my natural brow line. I don't really go outside of that. I have really thick brows. So what I just pretty much do is just try to make sure that they're not all over the place. They're not sticking up and going out a different direction. So I'm going to first just kind of get them where I want to go, brush them up. And they're pretty dark. So I use a dark brown brow pomade. I believe it's what it's called. It is. I am going to get that. And so what I use is Maybelline Tattoo Studio here, and the color that I use is 380. It's a dark, it is called Deep Brown. So I use that. I'm getting low. I need to get more. So, but like I said, while my concealer is drying down, I'm going to go ahead and get in and get these brows laid. So just kind of following my normal brow line. I don't add any because like I said, my brows are thick anyway. So I just kind of, we just get these things tamed. All right. I think that looks good. How are we looking over here? I think we're looking good. Okay, so that is done. Brows are done. And so we're going to go ahead and now start to blend out my concealer. And so what I do is I just use my fingers because I like to really get in there to make sure that I get all of it and it doesn't look kinky or smudgy. So I'm going to just do that right now. I'm just going to go in with my finger here. And we're just going to blend. And I actually blend into my eyelid too because I use my concealer as a primer as well. So I just go in there and make sure, and that way I don't miss anything. So on both sides, just kind of blend into my lid. Okay, we're good. All right, so I have made sure that I blended out my concealer. And so the next thing that we're going to do is make sure that that is set because we want to set our makeup. I don't set my whole face, but I do set under my eyes and where I've highlighted. So on my forehead a little bit and on my chin for setting powder. And this is Beauty Bakerie Flour. It's better, not bitter. Love, love, love this. Mwah. And so I use the color yellow. She has different colors of powder. So if you're looking for a setting powder that will make sure you are set, make sure you check out Beauty Bakerie. It's one of my favorite products. So what I'm gonna do is I like to kind of bake a little bit, which means that I kind of like to let my setting powder sit for a little bit, and I actually do my eyes too. And so I'm gonna go in here and do like a little light layer, but then I go in and then I bake and let the color sit a little longer, or the product, actually not the color. I let the product sit a little longer. So everywhere that I highlighted, forehead, and on my chin as well. All right. So that is like my first layer of setting. And when I'm baking is when I'm doing my eye color, because I don't like to worry about fallout from eyeshadows that I can be like, oh, my makeup's all good, then do my eyeshadow and then have the eyeshadow fall on my cheeks. And so that's no good. Just like kind of feel like you have to start over. So I just do this quick layer, but then I'm gonna do a little bit more when I'm starting my eyeshadow. So, but I'm gonna put this to the side for right now, and we are going to start into my eyeshadow. And this is pretty much the star of the show. All right, so this is the Jackie Aina palette, which I am so in love with. This is the packaging. I'm gonna take her out. And so when I got this, I didn't even use it for a little while. I was like, it's so pretty, I don't want to use it. And actually, quick story, when I went to Sephora to get this, I went in and I asked the sales person to kind of help me find it. And so she did. And then she was like, you know what? This is the last one we have in the store. I'm like, oh, it was meant to be. So I was so excited. And then I didn't even use it for months, but now I use it all the time. And so this palette is very loved. So no judgments here, okay? This is just showing you that it's love, and I'm going to show you the colors. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. But look at these colors. Like, it just seems like it covers everything for every skin tone. Love it, love it. But the colors that we're going to use today, because we're going to go for more kind of a neutral look, we're going to go for Soleil is one color that we're going to use. We're going to use Edges to kind of warm up the eyelid. And then I use Credit to go into my crease and kind of give me a smoky look under my eyes. So those are the three colors that I'm going to be using today. And we'll go ahead and get right into it. So let's go. All right, so I am going to use this brush here to start it off, and it's kind of a fat brush, and it's just gonna go all over my eyes. And actually, I'm gonna just do one eye, and then I'm gonna do my second eye off camera, and that way I can make sure that I'm all blended and everything. And so instead of being like, oh, I'm looking cute and not blended. So before that, I did say I was going to bake. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit under my eyes to make sure if I have, this palette does not really give me fallout, but the minute I think I'm not going to get it, I may. So I'm going to just use this as a cautionary measure to make sure if I do get any fallout, I can just brush it right off. So get both sides. All right, and it's not pretty because it's not meant to be. It is just really meant to catch the extra fallout from it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start and use edges to, oh, and it's such a pretty brown color. It's a really great transitioning color. So, but I'm going to put this all in on the top of my lid. And this is just going to make sure that I have some color and blending within my crease color and my color from my lid. But it's beautiful. I love this color. Nice and soft and neutral. So there is edges. We're good. Okay, so that is the first step. The next thing that I'm going to do, let me check over here to look. You know what? It looks so much brighter here than it does when I look in my mirror. So I'm going to do a little bit more just to make sure that when I'm not on camera that it is as bright as I like it to be. How we looking? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that is edges. And the next color that I'm going to use, pretty much I think is the star of the show, is Soleil. Ah, so pretty, so soft, so golden. I really love these colors for my skin tone. All right, so they're so light. And so she's going to go all over my lid, okay? She is the star, so she is going to cover more ground. And so I'm going to just get her on. And the trick about eyeshadow is that you just gotta blend. Like right now, like you can see the difference in the two colors. I don't want that. I want them to be one. So after I'm done placing the color, I'm gonna go in there with a brush and I'm gonna blend so that you don't see any harsh lines, right? So that is pretty much the phrase of the day. We don't like harsh lines over here. So we blend, blend, blend. All right. Let me look over here. Yeah, actually, I don't look too bad. But I'm going to take this brush. It's a nice fat brush. And then I'm going to just blend the two. I'm going to marry the two to make sure that you can't really see where edges stop and Soleil starts. Not with a harsh line anyway. You don't want that. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. She's so pretty. All right. Oh my gosh, I love this color. Okay. And I'm going to make sure I go down into my inner corner as well and make sure that that is really kind of bright, because I want that to be kind of like a flowing but little pop. We blend it, we blend it. Okay. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to use, I'm going to get more of a pointed brush. Where's my pointed brush? Okay. And so this is the brush that I use to go in with my crease. And so credit as a dark brown, perfect for creasing, perfect for smoking out. I I like to smoke out with browns and blacks, but browns for my skin tone seems like it works really well and it flows really well. So I'm gonna place the color here, right? And then I'm gonna just blend. You see, I'm gonna start with this, and I can add more, but you don't want to start off heavy and then you have to blend even more. So I like to kind of start off light, and if I need to add more color, then I go in and add more. But for right now, I'm gonna just start here, and I'm gonna work my way into my crease. Okay, because you want it to complement. Oh yeah, that's good. It looks so much better in the mirror. You want it to complement your other colors. Let me see. How we doing? How we doing? Let me get a little bit more credit. Yep. I'm gonna go all the way into that crease. Sorry, let me get back here. So I'm gonna go all the way into that crease, but you see where I'm going, and I'm gonna kind of smudge that out. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna do a little bit more Soleil. Because once I put the credit in, yeah. You can do that too. Like once you put in your colors, you're like, oh, you know what? Because that made it darker, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my lid color. So you know what? Add away. As long as you're blended, you're good. So I'm gonna add more. Okay. All right. I'm gonna add a little bit more crease color. Okay, I added a little bit more of the credit color, and I think that we're looking good. And I didn't even get any fallout. Like I said, this product is really good. I don't get much fallout, but I do with another or some of the other eyeshadows that I use. But I forgot that I don't get much fallout with this. So, but I'm going to keep it there anyway because I'm still working, so I might as well just keep it there. And so the next thing I'm going to do, since I'm pretty blended, but just go in there again and just make sure that we don't have any harsh lines. But this is that brush that doesn't have any color on it. It's just strictly to make sure that I'm blended. I think I am. I think we're good. I don't want to take too much of the credit off. I just want to make sure that won't have any harsh lines. No harsh lines this way. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to line our eyes. There's the name of the product. It is Stila, and I really love this. It's a stay all day waterproof liquid eyeliner. I love this because I tend to have oily eyes. I don't think I shared that before. My eyelids are really oily, so I have to make sure that I use products that are waterproof so that once they're there, they don't go away. Or they don't slide or anything like that. So this is perfect. I'm going to show you the tip of this eyeliner. Can you see it? So here is the tip of the eyeliner. Really pointy, so it lets me get into the inside, the corners of my eyes really well. And so I am going to attempt to show you this on camera, but I'm gonna have to look down. So I start here in the corner, and I just kind of I just add color as I go. Okay. And so I'm also going to have some falsies on. So this doesn't have to be perfect because my falsies are going to take care of that. But I want to make sure that if I don't get my falsies exactly on my eyelids, that you can't see that there's a space in between. All right. So this is kind of like a little trick that helps me get away with that. So I'm going to just kind of show you how it's starting. I'm going to probably do the rest of it off camera. So I'm just going to follow my natural eye. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna do this off camera. I'm gonna be back, but I'm gonna walk you through it when I come back. I put my eyeliner on. It was much better for me to do it off camera. But so I just pretty much followed my, like I do with my brows, I just follow my natural lid, or yeah, my natural eyelid. And so I just go and I just kind of go all the way over. Sometimes I like to do a little bit of a wing, but today, like the falsies are so dramatic that I don't really do much of a wing when I'm doing this, this look. So there is the eyeliner. Right? So, all right. So the next product that I'm going to use that I love is also by Stila, and this is the mascara that I use. And so this mascara is called Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. Oh my gosh, I love it. Let me see if I can do a better job with getting this on camera. But so I am, I guess it doesn't have to be exact because I'm going to be doing falsies anyway. So I want to kind of put like a thin layer on. I went ahead and did my top lashes, but I like to, I'm going to go ahead and get this off. I've baked long enough. Look at the power of makeup. Look how much bigger my eye is over here than on this side. That's so, yeah, I've never really paid attention to that. So, okay. So getting that off. But what I want to do is I want this to be a little smoky. And so I am going to put on eyeliner at the bottom of my eye in the waterline, and that I use just a waterproof liner. And actually this is from the brand, this is from Tarte as well, and so this is waterproof, and it's called Sex Kitten. I really like this, waterproof, and then it has this on the edge where I can smudge it out, but I use my makeup brushes to smudge. But I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of show you how I go into my waterline and put this color, and it's gonna be kind of harsh at first, but like I said, we don't do harsh lines, so we are going to smoke this on out. But let me place the color, and sometimes I add more as eyeliner as I smoke my eye out, but I do kind of try to see where I am first, and then from there go. So now, to make sure that I smoke that out and I don't like this so harsh of a line, so then I'm going to go back in with Credit. Go back in with Credit, that brown color that I have in my crease, and we're going to smoke this out. Not too much, but we're not going to do this harsh eyeliner line. That's like from the 90s. We don't do that. So smoke this on out, smudge this out. And then I kind of connect the color up here as well. So making sure that I'm okay over here. I'm gonna get a little bit more. And kind of see where I'm smoking it out, and it's not that harsh light anymore. And that is what we are going for. Yes, girl. Okay. Okay, looking good. Now that I've smoked that out and got rid of that harsh line, I'm gonna go in on my bottom lashes and go ahead and put some mascara there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more of the edges color in here with my crease color, just because I want to make sure that it is a nice, like you can see all three of my colors. All right, I think that's looking good. Looking good, looking good. A little bit, because I took a little bit of the Credit out of my crease. So I'm going to go back in there and just a little bit more. I think we're looking good. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is now bronze. Like, bronzing is like my favorite. I love to make sure that I am a golden bronze looking color. So in order to do that, I use my bronzer from Prime Beauty. Like I said, she is very loved as well. I actually need to get a new one. And in the color Bronzeville is the color that I use. And so I am going to bronze all around my cheek area. All right, look at that. Just that little bit just warms my face up. But we're going to go as close to the hairline as I can. I don't know why I'm even fighting it. I know I'm going to have to wash this makeup out of my hair. That's why I keep my do-rag on normally. All right, but see? And then we're going to also bronze around my chin a little bit. But, I love bronzer. Okay, and she takes care of me. All right. All right. I think we're pretty good. Look, this side. This side. Gotta work on her. But she's gonna catch up. She's gonna catch up. We're gonna be good. All right. Okay. And so the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm really not really big into blush. I never really liked it, but I found one from Mented Cosmetics, which I am in love with. So I am going to apply a little bit of blush. And what I love about this color, it's like a reddish brown color. And so it's not so like bright and it's not too pale either. It is perfection. So let me grab that color. Okay, here she is. This is the Mented. And this color is called Clay Too Much. See, look at that. Look at that. How that's going to just go into formation with everything else I got going on. Look at that. So pretty. All right, so I'm going to just take my... Look at that. Yes. Right, and I go all the way up to my... I smile a little bit to kind of give me somewhere to kind of focus. And I go all the way up to my hairline. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, and so it should go and look like it goes right into with my bronzer. So, okay. All right, looking good. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do, and just check it out, make sure that I'm blending well in my mirror here. I may add a little bit more blush, but for right now, we're good. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna do is I don't contour my nose because I love my nose. I think it's pretty. It's just pinched right on the side there. Right, it's pretty. I don't contour my nails, but what I do is I just give it a little bit of a highlight. And so what I do and what product that I use to help me do that is this product by Dose of Color. It is Gold is the New Black. It is the Supreme Glow Highlighter. And so what I do, let me show you it. So pretty. I love this color. Right, you're kind of getting the theme of the colors that I like. I pretty much like golds and browns. And so what I do is I just put a little bit on my finger again, and I just kind of go over my nose. All right, just go over my nose. You see how that kind of just highlights my nose a little bit? And then I go up in here just a little bit. All right, we're just highlighting. A little bit more. And then I take a brush that I haven't used and I just kind of make sure that it's blended. Right? Do you see that difference? Yes. Right? So when I turn my head, you can see that it kind of catches, and you can see it in pictures too. It'll catch that glow on my nose a little bit. So get her involved too. Okay. All right, so next thing is lips. We'll go ahead and do lips. I'll just go ahead and do my other eye off camera. So I just wanted you to see lips next. So then I already have a little bit of lip gloss on, but it's a neutral color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to line my lips first. Sorry, I was looking for my lipstick color. So I'm gonna line my lips, and the color that I use to line my lips is the Juvia's Place color, and it is in the color Cola. And I love this color because it's a brown color. It's perfect. It is also loved. But I just line my regular lip line. I don't go above my lips because I like the shape of my lips. So I just line them as they are. Okay, my lips are lined. I'm gonna just put them together like that. And if you wanted to, if I just wanted to add a little bit more lip gloss, I could to that. But we're gonna add a lipstick, so I want you to see, because I'm gonna show you exactly what I did in my Instagram post. So this is the lipstick that I use. So the lipstick that I use is from a brand called Artist Couture. And the color that I use is a Saucy Gal. I love this. Is a peachy neutral color. And so when my eyes are done and are kind of dramatic, they will look more dramatic when I put my lashes on. But when they're kind of dramatic, I like to go for more nude and neutral color on my lips. But for this look, we're gonna go ahead and use a neutral color. So I'm gonna add color. Okay. Yes. Nice and pretty, nice and soft. Okay. And then I go in with the same brand, so I go in with the same brand, the Artist Couture. And this lip gloss is kind of a light color, but it has gold sparkles in it. And this color is called Foreplay, and I just kind of put that on top because I like it to be shiny. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit more lip liner now that I have my color on. All right, looks good. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is finish the look. I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera, do my other eye, and then I'm gonna come back with my final look. So be right back. Okay, so here's the final look. I went ahead and added lashes and of course the other eye, and I made sure that I was blended to perfection. Okay, so here is my tutorial of a soft glam easy makeup beginner look. I used 3 neutral colors for my skin tone that I think work out beautifully. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please make sure that you add them in the comment section. Like I said before, that I will make sure that I link all of the products that I use today. All of them will be free of silicones because, like I said before, I can't use products with silicones. So these are products that I found that work best for my skin, that does not give me any concerns or any breakouts or anything like that. If you have that same issue, make sure that you add in the comment section some of the products that you use so you can avoid having breakouts or silicones in your products. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe and become a part of the family. All positivity and love and joy here. I love sharing my love of makeup with you all. So please come back and get some more tips and share tips with me. And until next time, be kind to others, and more importantly, be kind to yourself. Bye.